Just a reminder that the next station, North Square train station, is out of service, so nobody can get on or off there. But we do still have to stop there to take care of a couple of operational businesses, like filling up the tender with water. So we're going to stop there for a little bit. We do ask that you all remain seated the entire time the train's in motion and while we're parked at North Square Station.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world at the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station, but to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there, literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square. This station also serves Frontierland and Bayou Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station, New Orleans Square.
All right, folks, we're now pulling into New Orleans Square. This is that station we were talking about earlier. It is currently out of service, so nobody can get on or off at this station. We do have to stop for just a few moments, but then we'll be continuing on to Mickey's Toontown Depot. Once again, the station is closed due to construction. We're just stopping here for a quick few moments, and then we'll be continuing on to Mickey's Toontown Depot. Kindly remain seated the entire time we're parked here. Stop. We're going to continue on to Mickey's Toontown Depot. Once again, kindly remain seated. Supervise your children. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Two tubes and away we go along the Rivers of America, all the way over to Mickey's Toontown Depot.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering the Bayou, home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Take a sneak peek at the big party Princess Tiana is throwing, where the welcome is warm, the music is hot, and the company is sweet as honey. Here in Bayou Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Louis the Alligator, and other beloved critters on their fun-filled adventures.
Hello!
As we steam past Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, we're now joining up with the Rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of gear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, a cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories.
Now arriving, Mickey's Toontown Depot, the gateway to Fantasyland. Once again, kindly remain seated until train has come to a full complete stop. It does pull into the station kind of slowly, so it may be creeping along, but again, just remain seated until it actually comes to a full complete stop. And then you're free to depart to any attraction here in Toontown or Fantasyland.
Your attention, please. The Disneyland Limited. Now leaving.
We're still moving. We're still moving. You should be sitting.
Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom.
All right,
The
we're
Grand
almost there, and we stop. Now you can stand up. All right, guys, we've got that green light, so we're ready to go. Just make sure everybody's sitting down at this time.
Oh, Lamar!
Welcome aboard the Holiday 5, folks. Kindly remain seated. Supervise your children. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. We are now departing for Tomorrowland train station.
That was
2 tubes and away we go. And one more time, a reminder that North Square train station is out of service. Nobody can get on or off of that station, but the train will still stop there. We just ask that you remain seated while it's parked there.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown,
Please remain seated at all times.
the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
all the little lights. I like that they get to wear feet.
forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Now arriving Tomorrowland Station. Once again, kindly remain seated until the train comes to a full complete stop. The train's going to pull into the station pretty slowly, but it will still be moving. And once again, do not stand up until the train has come to that full and complete stop. This is going to be your stop for all Tomorrowland attractions, like the Disney Monorail and Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage. You're good to get up now. Thanks for joining us. Also, please keep any younger, smaller children when close the train opening up. We are now departing from Main Street Station, but first we're going to take a little detour through the Grand Canyon and vistas beyond. Please, for the courtesy of those around you in the train, while we're on the tunnel, please no flash photography, no video lighting, and please turn off any light-up toys or accessories. I also need to remind you all that New Orleans Square train station is out of service. Nobody can get on or off of that station, even though we do stop there. We only stop there to take on water for the engine.
Just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs.
we are slowing down. If we come to a stop, we do ask that you all take a seat at all times. This would be a temporary stop. Probably just the train's a little bit too close in front of us. It's going to take me forward as well. Folks, please remain seated at all times. We should be able to forward ourselves. And just a few moments.
If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat.
Alright, I think we're trying to move forward. Don't leave us here. We won't be able to get home this time. We're very, very far back. Well, this isn't Main Street Station, but those were real Disneyland dinosaurs. Weren't they amazing? Now, really quick, if anybody got eaten by a dinosaur, please raise your hand. Perfect, thank you, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. All right, we're pulling into Main Street Station. Those of you that joined us for the Grand Central Tour, thank you so much. Now, we do ask everybody to remain seated until the train comes to a full, complete stop. Once again, it will slow down to where it's barely crawling in, but we need you to stay put until it actually comes to a full stop, and then you can stand up, okay? We're almost there. All right, welcome to Main Street USA, folks. Thank you for joining us. If you're leaving us here, please make your way, if you're in the front two cars, towards the front exit. If you're in the back two cars, the back exit. And if you're in the middle car, the back exit as well.